all the dear students of Vedantu. How are you? I believe you are doing great. Well, my name is Induja. I am going to take a demo session with you all for grade 10 for maths. Before I begin with the demo session, I would like to introduce about myself. As I said before, my name is Induja, done with my BTech graduation in ECE stream. From then I started my career as a diploma faculty. Why I choose teaching as my career? I am very much interested in exploring things to people and explaining things to the students. Coming to my family background, my father name is Simma Reddy. He is a private employee. My mother name is Sujata. She is a private teacher. I have only one sibling. She is doing her job as well. Motivation to become a teacher. I am very much interested to do this job, and my motivation role model for this job is my mother only, as she is teaching the primary student. I think this is one of the provision which makes self-satisfaction. So I chosen this field and I am very much interested in this field. So I came this sector to explaining things very easily to the students. So this is motivation for me today. So I am in this place today. So I would like to give a demo with you all with the quadratic expressions, which is one of the part in grade 10th. So coming to the topic, quadratic expressions. Coming to the topic quadratic expressions. Quadratic expressions. Before learning about quadratic expressions, we have to know some more about polynomials. What is meant by polynomial? Polynomial means it consists of both constants and variables. The both constants and variables combination is known as polynomial. From that polynomial, we will get the quadratic expressions. As how it is possible, I will say. Okay, here for example, if I take any polynomial expression, for example, it is x square minus 2x plus 1. It is a polynomial expression. Why? Because it consists of a constant and a variable. Constants is nothing but the numbers which comes as constants, and the x and y are the variables in the expression. So it is known as a polynomial. Why I said before there is a relationship between quadratic expressions and polynomial means quadratic expression comes from the polynomials. It is of degree 2, as degree means the highest power for the expression having. For this expression the highest power is 2, and the quadratic is derived from the 2. Why? Because quadratic is derived from the Greek word quadrate, which means square. It derived from the word quadrate, which means square. So the equation having the degree 2 for the polynomial expression is known as quadratic equation. For this quadratic, not quadratic equation, it's quadratic polynomials. From this quadratic polynomials, as we ended with 0, it is known as quadratic equations. So it is known as quadratic expressions, or it is known as quadratic equation. So coming to this topic, in quadratic equations, we have 3 forms to explain that. What are the 3 forms to explain the quadratic equations is known as, for solving the quadratic equations, we have 3 forms. That is, one is factorization, and second method is completing square method, completion of square method, and third one is formula method. And this formula method is also known as some Acharya's formula method. Some Sridhar, like that Sricharya's. So it is known as that method. So coming to that factorization. For example, if factorization is nothing but we have taken multiplication of factors. For example, if I taken x square plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. This is the expression of quadratic equation. How we know this is expression of quadratic equation is, it is the degree of 2 and it is ended with the 0. So it is known as quadratic equation. So I said that there is an interrelation between the polynomials and quadratic equations. For this we have to take the factors. Here x square and here 6. Here the expression starts with x square, means here the constant is 1, here the constant 6. We have to multiply those two constants. 1 into 6 equals to 6. So we have to take the multiples of 6. 2 and 3 are the multiples of 6. And if we give plus 2 and plus 3, then we will get the plus 5. So here plus 2x plus 3x. Here we get the expression. Then we have to take for these two terms, we have to take the factors. So it will become as x we take means here only x remains. So x square means x we have taken, here x will comes. After that here remains 2. After we taken the 3, because these two are the multiples of 3. Here left with x and here 3. How much are 6 we will get? 2. So here the common factors are x plus 2. If we take the x plus 2 again the factors, here what is remain here? X is remain here, and in this expression if we take x plus 2 is common, here 3 remains. So as we got two factors, do you observe that here this x plus 2 equals to 0 on factor and x plus 3 equals to 0 on factor. Then x equals to plus 2 will goes to right side, means x equals to minus 3 and x equals to minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. These are minus 2 and minus 3 are the roots of the equation. Why we are saying, why we are getting these two only means, we are taking with x square. So we are calling as quadrate, and for quadratic expressions we are getting only 2 roots. If we take x cube means there are 3 roots we will get. So thank you all for giving this chance to explaining the quadratic expressions, and there is much more relationship. I will explain you later. Thank you for giving this opportunity.